Alright, I'm back. Might as well put up the fucking BRB screen. I meant to just, get some food or whatever. Grab like a quick snack, but I ended up using the restroom and took my time eating, and then I was like, fuck, might as well just make this my break, so I did. Not quite as long as usual. My 2-hour break, I mean. But that's because I didn't take as long as usual. Well, maybe I did. I didn't check the time really. But, that's because I'm only going for like another hour or so. Fuck it. We have 1, 2, 3 people. Oh, that's all 3. Okay. Hey, buddy. Whew. Okay. I'm good. If you ask me, Passerine is the most motherly among us. She had a child of her own not too long ago, so I reckon there's no one better to be a wet nurse. Interesting phrase. I know what it means and we've seen it before, but like I'm just like, well. That being said, times have been troubled for us all. It might be unseemly to ask her to take on such a burden unless he was willing. Not looking good for, what's his name out there. Trying to find trying to find someone new to basically rear, a small child that we saved. A baby. A child, eh? None dote over her quite like Yazan, but I understand alchemy isn't a merciful trade for a kind. Still, there's no one else that comes to mind when I consider the question. I volunteered to take her in myself, but with the chaos of recent events, it's difficult enough to see that me and mine are fed and clothed. I know I'm not the only one facing such hardships either. Who do I think is most suited to care for the child? Yazan is the obvious choice. Dependable, loyal, and dutiful. Every quality you would desire in a parent. I know he does become so absorbed in his research, but that devotion has made him a peerless alchemist. Who better is there to look after someone so sickly as her? Not entirely, not entirely wrong logic. I can see that, actually. Welcome to my humble workshop, Leon. I'm almost too nervous to ask, but what did the others say? Well... Eh? Someone nominated me? Well, that's neither here nor there. You said Passerine's name was mentioned? She was a good friend to Mavan, it's true, but there are other factors at play that make me reticent to ask her. Simply put, I'd rather not burden her further if it can be avoided. That being said, we don't exactly have the luxury of choice, all things considered. I suppose I would be remiss if I didn't at least speak with her. I owe the child that much. Will you accompany me, Leon? A supportive presence by my side would help me find the right words. Passerine should be nearby, doubtless watching over her own child. I must deliver this medicine before speaking with her, so please go on ahead. Hey! There she is. White people happy? Yazan, it's so good to see you. And who is this with you? Passerine, meet Leon. He is the hero who saved Maven and Karasev's daughter. Oh, what a pleasant surprise. Thank you for your bravery. I've heard tell of the trouble she's been through since. I hope that you're able to see her return to health soon. It has been trying, to be sure, but we must look forward to the day she is healed. Everyone is doing their utmost to make it so. The question remains as to where she will go from there, however. I've considered taking her into my home, but I fear my qualifications as a parent are somewhat lacking. I know you to have been a dear friend to Mervyn, and as such only thought it meet to ask if you are willing to care for her daughter. If you are, I would do everything in my power to see that she is given into your care. I'm flattered. Mervyn was as family to me, and I view her child as my own. I would do anything to see her raised into As brave a woman as her mother. Yeah. There's no denying that, she was. However, I cannot care for her. I'm not worthy to take care of her. To care for her. Worthy? What is that? Ah, my apologies. I understand it was a sudden request, and no small one besides. Please forgive the imposition. I'll be in the village for some time yet. Should you require treatment for you and yours, please seek me out. I will. Thank you, Yusan. Let's speak with you further, Leon. Let's return to my dwelling. Someone else might be able to take care of the child, I think. I'm sorry. It's okay. You got your hands full already. You can barely see him in there. Super cute. Have we ever had baby character models like that before in this game? I don't even know. I'll be honest, I don't. So little. I wasn't too forceful, was I? I simply asked her if she was willing. I didn't mean to make her feel obligated to agree. I found her words somewhat mystifying. Not worthy? What could that mean? I'm usually not one to cry, but this worries me. I considered Pasadena a friend, and I am loath to leave her to her trouble. And there is still the matter of the child. I shall have to think on what to do from here. I may need your help again soon, Leon. I hope you are willing. Yep. Curing what ails. Well then, if you're willing, I have a task that requires immediate attention. It's simple but essential. Namely, the gathering of herbs. The child is in a vulnerable state, and I would fortify her against further sickness. There are also more wounded in this village than I had anticipated, and my stores have begun running low. It would be best to replenish them while time affords us an opportunity. Can I count on you to help me? Splendid. I require several of the reddish soma herbs, which grow among the shrubbery to the northeast. With both of us working in tandem, I wager we should have enough gathered before the next spell. Alright. Let's do it. Here we go again. Hack his ass, Crispy. Oh? These appear to be the herbs you seek, but only their stems remain. Another enterprising alchemist must have already been here. True. Oh, hell no! Uh-oh. I dodge. Okay, I was expecting that sooner or later. Oh, you little shit, fine. You wanna fight? You wanna bop? Let's go. I'll cure what ails you. Oh? He got poisoned. I saw the creatures emerge from the brush, but you felled them before I had a chance to be frightened. I'm glad you survived unscathed. If that had been me... Anyway, did you manage to find the soma? On it right here. Pale red herb which is said to have powerful medicinal properties. Excellent work, excellent work. My search came up fruitless. It appears we're not the only ones seeking this particular herb. Shouldn't come as a surprise, I suppose. This area is well known for the medicinal plants which grow here. If my supplies run low once more, perhaps I should ask the villagers if they have any to spare. For now, I believe we found all we can. Let's return to Balaka Stand. Oh, there we go. As I suspected, we weren't the only ones searching the jungle. I returned to my quarters to find a bag positively stuffed to the brim with herbs, including soma, in fact. I asked a nearby colleague who delivered this bounty, and they told me it was one of the Akasadara stewards. I believe I know who it is. Her name is Sula. A shy one, but obviously kind of hard. Dude! The hell? My nose just wants to sneeze. I'm alright now. I spied her eavesdropping during our conversation with Passerine. Poorly, I might add. I mean, it is kind of hard for the Akasadara to be stealthy. No offense, but it is a little difficult. The colorful clothing around here doesn't help either. And again, with the buildings, it actually balances out. I apologize for asking more of you at the end of a trying day, but would you speak with her for me? Offer our thanks for the herbs and perhaps find out if she knows anything of Pasarine's troubles? For my part, I'll begin synthesizing the medicine at once. Sula should be somewhere nearby. I pray you have a productive conversation. Alright. There she is. Hey, yo! Oh, you are... I mean, who are you? Do you require something from me? Alright, you don't have to play dumb. We know. Excuse me. The herbs? I came upon them while hunting, nothing more. I have heard that the medicine made from them is effective in treating the ailments of young children. It seemed only meet that I should do my part, as it were. What do you know of Passerine's troubles? Oh, that's... well, very well. I believe I can shed some light on the root of Passerine's distress. That is what you wish to hear, yes? Yazan asked you to speak with me, just as he asked you to gather his herbs. Yep. Well then perhaps it is best for us all to speak together. Go to him and allow me some time to gather my thoughts. I shall approach you when I am ready. You're just in time. I've only just finished synthesizing the medicine. So, did Sula tell you anything of interest? Well, I suppose I can hear it straight from her. I appreciate that you felt it fit to include me. I read it right, okay. Firstly, I owe you an apology. I was thinking about that of concern for Passerine. I know what it is that weighs on her mind, you see. That is what you want to know, yes? The story is troubling to hear, and even more troubling to relate. Before I tell it, you must promise me that you will be her strength in the days to come. Of course. Anything to help a friend. Dazar, her beloved husband, was killed. Oh. When the Veil of Chaos descended upon the world, he fled into the jungle and transformed into one of those terrible beasts. He returned here a monster, where my sister Chappa met his wrath. Neither of them survived the ensuing struggle. Jesus Christ. I was there as well. Despite his monstrous form, I knew it was Dazar. I froze in terror while Chappa stood undaunted. She fought alone for my cowardice. It was my fault she died. I knew this, and yet... I laid the blame on Pasarine's shoulders. I lashed out at her, cursing her for her husband's cowardice. When we both should have been comforted the other in mourning, we should have comforted the other in mourning. I turned my back on her. I left her to bear the burden of not one, but 2 deaths. It is only natural that she would be hesitant to look after another given that. I was a fool to condemn Pasarine when it was my duty to protect the people here. I wanted nothing more than to apologize since that day, but I fear my words were too cruel to forgive. I cannot stand to meet her gaze. It was a difficult time for everyone. We often lose ourselves in moments of crisis, but so long as we find our way back, we are worthy of forgiveness. Papa would agree, I'm sure. He wouldn't blame you for what happened, nor would she want you to blame yourself. Pasarine doubtless feels the same. You're right. I must apologize to her. That is the only course. Leon, was it? I will speak with Pasarine, but I require some time to muster my courage. Soon. I promise. When we spoke before, Pasarine said that she was unworthy to care for the child. I see now why she would think that. The pain she suffered is not one that heals easily. The sins we bear. Thank you for lending an ear to my troubles, Leon. If you are willing, there is a place I would travel to, and I wish for you to accompany me. Administering to my duties may help calm my nerves. To that end, I mean to inspect the temples for signs of disrepair. After we have finished, I hope to find the courage to once again look Pasarine in the eyes. With all the monsters about, most of my attention of late has been focused on finding and protecting those who have fled. With the arrival of the Radiant Host, however, there is finally time to attend to this long-neglected duty. I, too, must ask that you go with Sula. Knowing that their holy places are being cared for may set these people's hearts at ease. Even an ounce of comfort is precious in these trying times. Right. Much appreciated. Would that I could join you, but I'm afraid an alchemist's tools are of little use against strings and claws. Can make bombs. Chemical bombs. That doesn't mean I'll stand idly by, however. I'll remain here and continue making medicine for the children. My hands may be clumsy with sword and shield, but there are few more adroit with mortar and pestle. We are blessed indeed to have a pair such as you looking after us. Well then, let us begin the patrol. Our first destination shall be Perusa, to the southeast. It is a bit of a trek, so make the proper arrangements before departing. Gather supplies and all that shit, yeah. Maybe that was a place for the... if I made the other choice in that quest line. Side quest. Something over there, yeah. Wow. Climb over a sheer fucking wall. Let's see. It has been some time since I set foot in these hallowed grounds. In times bygone, there were even more such places in this region, but many were moved to Vanaspati. From one of the divinities worshipped here were these words passed down, that we might send off our departed with its wisdom. Just as life leads to death, so too does death lead to life. Do not shed tears for the departed, for they have but set foot upon a new journey. Be not forlorn that your paths have diverged, but look forward with joy to the day that they might cross again. For as long as I can remember, I followed in my sister's footsteps. In her absence, I have felt lost. Whenever I think to forge a path of my own making, my legs become heavy and my heart becomes anxious. Oh hell no, not in the middle of this! You son of a bitch! Now he was the one surprising me to get me back for earlier, right?
Surprise, motherfucker!
He got me back good. Son of a bitch.
It's rewind time.
Basically. We have to go through all the dialogue again, but I can just skip it now. Good thing we got to this, so I knew exactly where to come back to. This is true, though. Oh man, these are both good answers. I'm gonna go with this one. This one's a little generic for my... It's like the go-to answer. Let's go with this one and see what happens. Sometimes standing still offers a new perspective. Thank you, Leon. Yadon has a generous soul, and to have your wisdom to buoy me is more than I deserve. Would that I could open my heart to Passerine in such a way. This part of the temple appears to be well kept. Let us check the other side, shall we? What I get for sneaking up on monkeys earlier? One of them snuck up on me. He got his payback. No, you're not getting me too, dude. You go fuck yourself. Shit bird. Lula? Alright. This area is in ghastly shape. Scratches here and cracks there. Will you help me investigate further? We will cover more ground by searching separately. I shall search around this area. I trust you to do your due diligence. Stones here are crumbling and fragments of them litter the ground. Be best to replace them. Okay, I'm on a pilgrimage for... Stones of the foundation appear to be unstable. However, filling in the areas where the grout has fallen away should remedy that. Stones here are cracked and require repair. Simple enough. Have you finished? Was it as bad as it looks? Kinda. I see. This may have been the site of a battle or some other horrible conflict. I must do what I can to see it repaired. Though this temple may be remote, the devout do come here on occasion to offer their prayers. Thank you for helping me today. This has helped me forget the crises that plagues us and reminded me of simpler times. When we would look after the roads and protect the pilgrims on their journeys, I ever looked forward to setting out on patrol with my sister by my side. But I must find a way to manage without her, to set foot upon my own path. My first step must be to apologize for Passerine, even if she may refuse it. No more distractions. That being said, if you were by my side, it may be all the easier for me to find the right words. Of course, I was planning on that from the beginning, honestly. But she insisted on getting her mind off things first with this. Well, Lulu looks determined to see this through. My heart is pounding, but the sooner this is done with, the better it shall be for the both of us. I hope. Oh, hello, Leon, and Lula. I take it your patrol was fruitful. I've just administered a soothing salve to Passerine's child. She's sleeping soundly now, so us speaking should not wake her. Passerine, I'm sorry. I should not have said all those horrible things before. I was not in my right mind. It was my fault my sister was killed. I stood frozen in fear when the Tsar attacked, yet when it was all over, I placed the blame on you. I was a fool. No, Sula, you were right. It was I who couldn't ease his trouble. It was my fault he succumbed to the despair that gnawed at his heart. Oh, I see what he's... Okay, yeah. I was having a difficulty understanding this one. Alright, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I like this one a little better. They're both really good. They're difficult times and, you know, or difficult days, and we shouldn't blame ourselves for their cruelty. There is reason in your answer, of course. But forgiveness of the self is no simple matter. Oh, I know. I am overjoyed to speak with you again, Sula. However, I am afraid I need more time to come to terms with everything that has occurred. Would that I knew how much Passerine was suffering, I could have been there to comfort her. Perhaps that is something I can do now. Something to set her upon the right path. There must be something more I can do for her. Any ideas, Yuzan? Societal alchemy. It's plain that Passerine is not yet ready to forgive herself, but I am at a loss as to what we should do. Do we leave her be? Or is there some way we can help? I, for one, will not stand idly by while she suffers alone. Perhaps if she had something to remind her of her beloved, she would more easily accept his loss. Passerine never did have the chance to say her farewells. Leon, I'm afraid I must ask for your aid once more. Will I have? Appears I shall be in your debt again, but it is well worth it. During the chaos, most of us fled northwest to the bridge. Let us retrace those steps, and we may find something that belongs to the Tsar. Pick up anything that catches your eye, and we can share what we have found once we reach the bridge. Thank you for all you've done for Sula thus far, Leon. Our spirits are already much improved for your efforts. Let's hope that we can effect the same change in Passerine. The Tsar did enjoy his jewelry and baubles, so it isn't inconceivable that he may have dropped something as he fled. If you should spy anything glittering in the brush, it couldn't hurt to pick it up. Right. The Tsar was often bedecked in dazzling jewelry. Perhaps he dropped some piece of it in his flight. The one good use of having a... I'm not much of a beard guy, but I can grow a full one. I have the genetics for it, I guess. One good use for it, when you get an itch. You guys have seen me do this a lot, that's why. Let's say shortly after shaving, I can just... It's like sandpaper, it's good. Where's the bastard? Oh shit! I'm like, fuck that! Pull? Greater Aspata. Zula, you alright? I'll go to search. I found this necklace among the underbrush, one of the Tsar's favorites. But it seems to be missing the jewel that made it shine so brilliantly. Ah, what's that in your hand? Why, this is it! The very jewel I spoke of. We make an excellent team, eh? However, we cannot give this to Passerine as it is. We must repair it first. Doubtless Sejon will be able to lend his expertise in that respect. Let us return to the village and speak with him. Lead the way. Zula has told me all about your findings. Quite excitedly, in fact. She's gone to find materials so she can polish the necklace to a mirror sheen. As for the jewel, I believe I can take it off your hands for the time being. A jewel with subtle gold decorations. Appears it was once set in something. This repair should prove simple enough. The adhesive is one of the most elementary recipes. Once the necklace is in presentable shape, I'll bring Sula to visit Passarin. Would you go ahead and tell her to wait for us? If we take longer than expected, I trust you can keep her enraptured with one of your grand tales. Ha! Sure! Please find Passarin and tell her we will soon be on our way to visit. Don't tell her what it is we bear, however. That would ruin the surprise. Okay. Like a baby. Maybe left it in bed at the moment, I guess. Sorry, I got lost and thought about something. You have something for me? I don't recall asking anything of you. Well?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Passarin, I would like you to have this. Please. This is the Tsar's necklace. Oh, he was so proud the day he bought this. Excuse me. How in the world did you find it? I had naught but memories to remind me of him, but the sight of this makes me feel that he isn't so far away after all. There is nothing I can do to change the past, but I can work to help give us both a brighter future. This was the least I could do, and I could not have done it without the help of these two. Thank you for this gift, truly, and for your wise words. I see now that you're right. We mustn't let the tragedies of yesterday keep us rooted in place. Yeah, all it takes is a single step forward, but you must want to take it. I like the bottom one too, but I was feeling that one a little bit more. Well said, well said. Might I add that wounds heal more quickly when a salve is applied to them. When we ignore the pain they cause, they rot. We must take action to see them healed, and rest when we are tired. Only when our energy returns can we move forward carefully, one step at a time. Yes, one step at a time. Izan, if it isn't too much trouble, could I help to care for the child? The scars of recent tragedy are yet too fresh for me to take care of her entirely by myself, but even so, that doesn't mean I cannot assist in some small way. I have my own child to look over, of course, but still. If you were to take the child under your wing, I would be happy to assist you whenever you needed me. That's a good compromise. For the time being, I could be her wet nurse. Any medicine she requires would be your responsibility, I suppose. Together we can see that she emerges from her affliction as hale as any newborn babe. There's nothing wrong with an entire village, or even just a small fraction of that village, being caretakers / parents or parental figures for a child as well. It's the benefit of having a tightly knit community that actually values cooperation and, having a sense of community, that kindredness. If that's a word. That's a splendid idea, I must admit. I could hardly think of a better arrangement myself. I shall hunt and bring food for the child that she might grow to be strong like her father and mother. That is what Chapa would do, and one step at a time I shall make her proud. The emptiness I feel at the Tsar's loss will take some time to fill, but I believe in time I would heal. He would want me to heal. Allow me to thank you once again for all you've done. We owe you more than we can repay. Now I would like to see the child for myself. All well that ends well. I'm not one for the subtleties of conversation, but I'd say that went as well as could be expected, wouldn't you? Now, come back to my workshop. There's something I'd like to give you. Yeah? Well, now not only did we save, the baby from drowning and all that stuff, but, we found a way to, give the child some, parental figures. Secure his future in a way. This is a good follow-up to that MSQ, right? Truth be told, I had already resolved to raise the child myself, but the prospect of having a helping hand is comforting indeed. I suppose the true work starts from here, eh? I'm glad to finally have good news to share with Kerasef and Mavan. Yeah. I've been so occupied with treating the sick and injured that I've had little time to think of the departed. My friends really are gone, but I can still honor their memory. If anything has become clear from recent events, it is that the people of this settlement must speak with one another about their troubles. Solitary thoughts so quickly turn dark. I'm more than capable of treating the wounds we can see, but it takes a community to heal those that are hidden. I admit the latter prospect may take some time for me to become accustomed to. I like this one. You'll find a way. As an alchemist, a friend, and a father. Would that there were more than one of me, eh? Luckily, I know more than a few concoctions that will give me the vigor of several men. I only need to have the energy to brew them. Excuse me. Regardless, I apologize for dragging you along all this time, even though I doubt we would have arrived at such an amicable conclusion without you. So, I retract my apology. Fair enough. Although her parents are no longer with us, I must do my utmost to raise their child in a way that would meet with their approval. I owe my friends that much. If only we could have saved her. We were so close. Well, at least we did what we could. A budding adventure. Here it is. This is where it connects. Yep, there's what's her name again. Who's now all fit and fearless with the Arcasadara. Is that how you say it? Arcasadara? Yeah. Izan has yet another favor to ask of the only adventurer he knows. What's up, dude? Leon. Just the man I was hoping to see. Now that I've had the opportunity to speak with more of the people here, I realize their plight is even more dire than I had imagined. The recent crisis has caused the flow of supplies to grind to a halt, and even the people can scarcely meet their daily needs. This would be the case even without the influx of refugees. One way we might alleviate this is to requisition a shipment from Yedlamad, but the process takes precious time. I fear that many would starve before we see a single sack of grain. All of this is exacerbated by the lack of able-bodied fighters. The wounded are many, and there are few who have the strength and skill to guard us from the beasts lurking in the forest. The raging host would give their lives to protect us, and have, but every day more of them are injured. Bravery alone is only worth so much in the face of overwhelming numbers. While I am much appreciative of your help so far, I'm not so naive as to think that you will remain here indefinitely. Had we another of your skill to aid us, we might at least stand a chance to weather the worst of this storm. However, my time at the great work was spent largely in solitude, and the people of this village know of little beyond its walls. But you've been to the furthest reaches and back, yes? Do you know of anyone else who might lend their stout arm to these humble folk? I know exactly who can help. I know just such an adventurer as fierce as I, if not more so. He is now. I know someone with Gilgamesh is probably... Let's go with this one. I knew I could count on your wide web of storied personages. Ogle and Kansana, you say? I believe we may be able to kill two birds with one stone with that pair. You know them already. Unfortunately, my hands are full meeting the medicinal needs of the village. Seeing as you're already acquainted with these fellows, could you appeal to them on our behalf? Apologies for once again putting so much on your shoulders, but it is for the good of one and all. Can I count on your assistance? Thank you, friend. Well then, off to Yetlamad to meet this Kansana, eh? Safe travels, and I will pray that you return with good news. There she is. Hello, Leon. My day brightens to see you again. Been a while. Well, if it isn't Leon, I'd wondered when you might walk through my door again. You'll be pleased to hear young Rakashir has taken to adventuring like a thief to a coin purse. He is more than capable enough to assist me on my less arduous task. Indeed, his future is bright. However, as much as it heartens me to see you, I sense your visit isn't entirely motivated by curiosity in our affairs, yes? Yeah, not exactly. I actually have a favor to ask. I see. I did not know that Balakistan was beset by such troubles, but I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, all things considered. Naturally, I shall do all in my power to help. A few words to the right people, and the merchants will have a shipment of supplies ready in a matter of bells. Inform this Yazan that aid is on the way, and for much less coin than the merchants would usually charge. This chaos has gripped all of Ratatan, and it is only together that we shall find the strength to release ourselves from it. And if you require an adventurer, then look no further. The supplies require brave souls to defend them, correct? Then I offer mine. I will await you at the gates. I forgot to talk to Rakashir, but... Oh, too late. But wait! Wait for me! I'm coming too! He's become like her little sidekick. Yes, that one has a bright future indeed. That's really cute how far Olgo has come, you know? He used to be so terrified just to talk to the Arcasadara. Which was really cute in and of itself to see her acting like that, but now... How the hell did she get changed so quick? Holy shit, she looks like a gleaner. Would you look at this? Such a large pack of supplies prepared in what felt like a matter of moments. Thank you, yes, I'm glad they acknowledged. What the fuck? You got changed and got this whole backpack, like, within seconds. Hansana made good on her word, not that I doubted she would. The merchants were likely all too eager to make such a sizable trade. They even provided us with bags and coats for the journey. And it appears Rakashir will be joining us. Try as I might to convince him otherwise, his mind is made up. Hopefully this will prove to be another learning experience for him. My grandmother always did say the road forward is paved with good deeds. The three of us shall see that no beast lays fang or claw upon these provisions. There are more supplies to come, but they will be delivered by the Radiant Oath. We shall be the vanguard, the harbingers of salvation for Palakistan. And with that, let us be off. Go for it, milady. Holy shit. Glad we didn't have to follow them or lead them all the way over there. Jesus. Alipar. Oh. Oh, god damn it. My auto run fails. Got to check this. I might as well get this one now. Okay. We're good to go. Alright, Ogle. Protect the kid. Show him the way. Cool. What a fright that beast gave us! Oh, that was a splendid display indeed. Your bravery never ceases to impress. I've never seen such a fierce warrior. I dare say he's every bit your equal. Children are so easily impressed. While Leon is indeed a formidable adventurer, your teacher has many great deeds to her name and more yet to come. The supplies are over there. I was like, where are they? Now, the village is not far. Let us march and I challenge any monster to approach. And there she goes. Hold on! You forgot the supplies! Ha! That is like her. Gets too overeager and then just forgets what the whole mission was supposed to be. I may have a new waifu. I may have a new waifu, yes. A side quest waifu. Go figure. I suppose I like the, yeah, I like her attitude towards everything right now. The way she's, like, all eager. Ever since she, like, I guess I liked seeing her growth arc. Going from being terrified of the Arcasadara to then just being, like, this fearsome badass who's just like, alright, let's go do this, hell yeah! All pumped up. I like that. So, guess I'm starting to simp. Greetings, Leon. I did not expect to meet you here of all places. I cut the monster down before I had a chance to pounce. I see that. Well done, Opal. Did you see that, Rakashir? Mark well how quickly that beast succumbed to the flurry of blades. In no small part thanks to this brave Arcasadara. Arcasadra, that's how they say it. Forgot about that. Ah, so this is the adventurer that Yazan spoke of. Not since my last hunt with my sister have I fought so effortlessly with another. Oh, they got chemistry. And never have I felt so invigorated. To have such a mighty Arcasadra fighting by my side. And you used to be terrified of him. You've come a long way. Oh, it's one of those lock things. I was trying to look at everybody. Shit. How do you keep it up? Just watching you has me out of breath. Endurance is the product of long hours of practice, lad. Well then, it seems my hunt is finished. Let us return to Balakistan before we draw the attention of something deadlier. Yazan will be eager to speak with you upon your return. Do not keep him waiting for long. There we go. Oh, could have just done this. Oh! What do we got going on? There you are. Sula told me you brought both the supplies and the protection you promised. She's at present preparing the game she hunted. Whoa! Damn flies is lightning. Also, what the hell, she went right back to her regular clothes already? She had promised to spar with me afterward. I am fast feeling that I made the right choice in coming here. I'm grateful for it, lass. It will do Sula good to have your energizing presence by her side. I understand that there are yet more supplies to come. I must find a way to thank the merchants and the one who spurred them to action. Kansana, was it? Excuse me. Yes. She will spare no effort to see Razatan rebuilt. It seems we found a reliable ally, thanks to you. Oh, teacher, don't forget. We should ask about the journal we found. Yes, of course. I was just about to mention it. The beast Sula and I felled was holding fast to this. Perhaps you know who its owner is? What do we got? This. By the Manusia. Yes, I do in fact know who penned this journal. They were dear friends of mine. Unfortunately, they didn't survive the tragedy that befell us. I see. I am sorry for your loss. Thank you. Luckily, their memory lives on in their child, and now this journal. When she comes of age, I'll show this to her, that she might come to know who her parents were. Life is but a string of meetings and farewells. It is our memories that sustain us. that give us life. In this way, those whose journey has ended watch over those with the strength to step forward into a new day. Of all the wisdom grandmother passed down, I hold this to be the most precious. Memories are the greatest treasures that we can leave behind. That made me think about something personal. Your grandmother had a way with words. She could have taught even the divinities a thing or two. I dare say you may be right, young Rakashir. I'm not half so wise as she was, but her sage advice has been a beacon which has always guided me true. Oval seems eager to speak with you, doesn't she? I see now why my teacher is so wise. She had a wise teacher herself. That's usually how that works. Truth be told, I first accompanied you here to repay the debt I owed, as grandmother would have wanted. I see now, however, that fate intended for me to be here. In Sula, I have met a comrade in arms, and in Rakashira, I found a capable and eager student. For both of their sakes, I must strive ever to be better than the day I was before. Perhaps I should take up the art of dance. The fierce display of the Sekisagumi compelled me to set down my spear and take up the katana. But the grace and deadliness with which the dancers throw their weapons has a charm all its own. I agree. I like Dancer. I haven't been much of a samurai, but I have enjoyed Dancer quite a bit. Very simple class, straightforward, I feel. It's a ranged DPS, so that covers that role. And at the same time, I mostly chose it just because I dance in real life and I like it. Some measure of peace has returned to the Matanga, and I believe my skills will put to better use here. Is that a typo, or am I reading it weird? Some measure of peace has returned to the Matanga, and I believe my skills will put to better use here. That's worded very weirdly. I'm not sure if it's right, but maybe. An adventurer must court challenge, after all. Oh, I guess you want to get stronger, that's true, yeah. My teacher has a daring spirit, if slightly reckless. But worry not, I'll make sure she doesn't come to harm. Counting on you, Rakashir, look after her. Have you listened to a single word I have said, Rakashir? You have no notion of the dangers I must brave daily, for now you should be content to behold great deeds and learn from them. I wager your adventures will soon take you far from here, Leon. Rest assured I shall safeguard the people of Palaka stand in your stead. I look forward to hearing tales of your exploits. Definitely. I'll be back to tell you. Well then, the first order of the day is to attune to the Aetheryte and gather information. Jot this lesson down, young Rakashir, for these are the fundamentals of adventuring. Come now. This is true. Gotta go attune to that Aetheryte. Man, this is very cute and wholesome right now. I know I say that a lot, but it's true. A lack of supplies was weighing heavily on my mind. I feared for both Parasarin and the child, but for the first time in a long while I can breathe easily. Ogo's presence has proven to be a salve on Sula's mood, as well. She laughs as she hasn't since her sister's passing. They both have you to thank for our reversals of fortune. Even the departed have benefited from Ogo's arrival. The delivery of the journal was an unexpected boon, and it will doubtless prove to be vital in raising the child. When she becomes old enough to understand its contents, she will come to know the deep love her parents bore for her. A love so steadfast that it will shield her from the world's cruelty. Of course, I intend to tell her about your part in her salvation as well. But for now, there is work to be done, for both of us, I'm sure. Wheresoever your troubles may take you, don't forget the friends you have in this corner of Thabnet. And lastly, be safe. If you die before I can repay the debt I owe you, I'll hunt you through the 7 hells until the ledger is balanced. So let's see it doesn't come to that, eh? Yes, sir. Holy shit. What a happy, wholesome ending. I like that. That was good. That's it. So, to finish unlocking the Beast Tribe quest, I'm guessing it's gonna be, you know... I have to beat the game now. and then come back. Post-game content because they don't add the Beast Tribe quest until what is it? They don't add them until like 6. Well, the .1 or .2 patch after an expansion is a more accurate way of putting it. Usually, I think that's how that goes. I'm not really sure. I have apprised Justinian of the situation at Palaka Stand, so we needn't have that conversation. Cool. How do you suppose the others have fared in the capital? I hope things have not been too eventful in our absence. Oh, you and me both. Justinian? Alfino told me everything. Full glad am I to hear the people are safe. Likewise, you will be pleased to know I found no evidence of lingering beasts in the jungle and ruins. It would seem you finished off the last of them. Trying times yet lie ahead for the people of Thavner. Fortunately, they have a wise and benevolent satrap to shepherd them through. Speaking of which, I received word from Thancred not a short while ago. He awaits our return to the city on Alzadal's path. Come. That's it, then. There's not even a gate on this bridge anymore. Actually, it's because it's a different entrance, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, right, I didn't fill out the map. Shh. I realized, I was like, wait! We got 2 chunks. This one will lead me to... That's the bridge where you have to talk to that one guy. Yeah. Is the guard still there, or...? Nope. And the invisible barrier... Oh, wait, he's there. The invisible barrier's gone, and he stands aside now. The road to the capital is open for refugees, but travel looks to be rough given the state of the skies. We're doing our best to keep the monsters at bay, but do take care. Okay, now I think we gotta go up. Yep. This should be close enough. Got it. Mapping the realm. Got it. Burning. Oh! The new Stone Sky Sea! You know, I remembered when I first started Endwalker, I totally forgot to show... Not that it matters much, it's not really much of a storyline thing, even for side quests. I forgot to show the unlocks for Stormblood and Shadowbringers for Stone Sky Sea. I still can, on the alternate Leon on Midgard-Sormer, but, you know. And it takes like 2 seconds. I might do it tomorrow morning, but it's kind of, you know, kind of pointless too. It's not really much of a story thing. Well, whatever. I don't know. I'll do it for the hell of it, but I don't know. What the hell? To reduce congestion, the area you're about to enter has been divided into multiple identical instances. Select a destination. That's funny, usually they just throw me into one. No preference. So put me in number 2 because that's the emptiest. Yeah, makes sense. I have heard much of your bravery. By all means, pass through the gate of first sight. The eye, Ratzatan's emblem, represents the divine eye of Vitra and how it was able to see through all evil falsehoods. May it watch over you on your travels. Wonder why I didn't get this choice before. Something going on? I mean, yeah, the last couple times I didn't even get the choice of which instance to go into. Weird. It will be a struggle for the people to come to terms with these tragedies, but they are far stronger than you may think. The poor old woman who became a beast said her grandson had gone to Palaka Stan. I hope he survived. Yeah. There's a lingering sense of desolation here that is much preferable to the panic and chaos we saw before. Hence why the music is like this. It's been like this the entire game, but it was for a reason. Such a tragedy that's befallen this beautiful place. Hey, Fred. It is good to see you safe. Given the skies, it is all too easy to fear the worst. I'm pleased to report that we've succeeded in quelling the threat here in the city. The beasts have all been felled, and the citizens are safe now. I've also heard from the Radiant that an important proclamation will be made in the city square, though they said no more than that. Might you have any idea what this is about? So Vitra is finally coming out from behind the curtain. I suppose we too should hear what he has to say. To make a duda then. But before that, excuse me, it would appear that word of the assembly has not yet reached all the citizens. Filler time! Time to go tell everybody. If anyone along the way seems unaware, we'd best enlighten them. Right. One's slightly closer, I think. Methinks. Oh, I was wrong. Fucking debated, man. The other way wouldn't have had me have to backtrack like this. That is such a perfect, like, heckling laugh right there. That's the context of it. The guy is heckling people, so it makes sense. Damn it, I shouldn't have done that. Are all the beasts gone? I've been hiding and I'm too scared to go out and look. It's okay now. Oh, that's a relief. I thought one of those beasts was going to eat me. I wonder where Barshan is. He's the slowest runner. I hope he got away. He could be with the other people from the palace. Maybe I'll see him in the square. You're gonna see more than Barshan there, I think. God, that sounds good. Leave me, please. Please! I swear to you, my flesh tastes absolutely terrible. Hold on, dude. I'm not trying to eat you. I'm not a monster. Oh, gods, what are you doing scaring me like that? If we're not quiet, those beasts will find us. The square, you say? But that's where the satrap was killed. With my very eyes, I saw him crushed in that creature's maw. So many lives lost. Such terrible carnage. And you say there is someone else who would lead Ratatan in his stead? Whoever they are, if they say anything to sully the memory of our beloved satrap, I'll make them regret it. Uh-oh. Shit, I hope they take this well. It would have been easier if the one they believed was the satrap was still alive, but... Damn, he died a horrible way. And, you know, Vitra didn't take him up on his offer when there was still a chance for that. Worm and man, working towards a common goal. It seems the people still have lingering doubts. Cannot blame them. Yet we know what strength has afforded us with one of the first brood on our side. I have faith the citizenry will come to understand and accept them in time. I hear you were able to bring the situation at Palaka's stand under control. Every life lost is a tragedy, but you should take pride in doing what you could. When I assumed command during the earlier panic, I did so instinctively, not of necessity. It was not my place to give orders, but I'm glad the people heeded them. You remembered your time as the Exarch, dude. But now they have need of a true leader. a magnanimous and just satrap who can guide them every step of the way. Fortunately, they are blessed with one such soul. If anyone can protect and guide them through this calamity, it is he. Well said. People are slowly making their way here, but many are still gripped by fear and doubt. Hopefully Vitra's message of hope will resonate strongly enough with the ones willing to listen, and spread to every corner of Savner. Now, let's not have a repeat of last time in the same exact spot. God, that was horrifying. Welcome back, Leon. Alfino told me everything. I was pleased to hear that Vitra has chosen to reveal himself at last. The people of Razatan need a strong and wise satrap more than ever. Very true. No. Man. Bad Greg? Finish rounding up the stragglers. The proclamation will begin shortly. Let's wait here, lest we miss something important. Sure. Look at this, almost our whole posse. Ryanja. He's up there looking out for us from above, man. Hope this goes better than last time.
Look, someone's coming.
So this is how he's gonna make his entrance then, huh? Talk to them like this first and then reveal his true form?
People of Razathan, it warms my heart to see so many brave, resilient souls before me. Today, I would share with you a great revelation. But before I do, I must make a humble request. Do not be alarmed, nor avert your eyes. See the one I unveil for who he is, and know that he means you no harm.
Very well. I dare say it can't be worse than the horrors we've already seen.
Better hold back what you're saying until you see it.
Many thanks.
Oh man, this
A dragon!
he's so brave and courageous to do this. This can't be easy. The fear of being judged, we can all relate to that.
People of Radzathan, I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode. 'Tis as the Satrap's ally I am known. Today, I would reveal the truth unto you.
Let us hope they accept him.
Yeah.
If I am hearing this right, you were the satrap all along?
Vashan! I mean, Master Vitra, does your divine eye really see all?
Nay, child. While mine eye hath borne witness to the whole of our nation's history, to its future I am blind as thee. Countrymen, calamity the likes of which we have never known is come to Fafnir, our home. friends and loved ones have been taken from us, I too have lost my closest confidant. Ahawan loved this land and served it with dignity till his dying breath. A nobler satrap there will never be. For so long, I lacked the courage to face you. I will not easily earn your trust, this I know. And yet, I cannot sit idly by and abandon Radzat to her fate. A font of boundless vibrancy, this jewel of the ocean. Since time immemorial, has she glittered with every color imaginable. To this dragon, slumbering in his dark lair, 'twas a mesmerizing sight, and one that brought no end of joy to my heart. This calamity has stolen too much from you already. Yet so long as you live, the light of Radzat will never be extinguished. I pray you let me watch over it. Over you. And lend me your strength, that we might face this trial and those to come as one.
I do not know you, dragon, but I thank you for speaking the truth to us. As divinities, both Manusha and Riga once joined together, so too do I believe that hand in hand, we can overcome this ordeal and welcome an era of peace.
A sight that would have surely brought a smile to Azael's face.
Only she was here. Yeah. Only she was here to see this. What are they doing here? Rather odd.
Excuse me, but I must speak with the Satrap at once.
Father.
You have suffered dearly of late, yet you must endeavor to look beyond these losses to the future you yet have. On behalf of the Forum of Sharlayan, I come with a proposal by which you, the people of Radzat, might be saved. I say again, I must speak with your Satrap. I beseech you, take me to him with all possible haste.
He doesn't know, Keck.
I am
Look at this
Satrap
dude.
here. Speak thy proposal. All present shall hear and judge.
If I have given offense, then I apologize. First, allow me to share with you what knowledge we have of the phenomenon responsible for your woes. The final days. 'Tis an affliction of stagnancy and rot, sown into the currents of the star. Though the first prominent manifestation was here, in Thavner, it will invariably spread to every corner of the world. The Forum was forewarned of this apocalypse several centuries ago. Thenceforth, my predecessors sought to prepare for the end times in the only conceivable fashion, by securing a means of escape.
Escape the star? What madness is this?
'Tis by no means madness. With the coming of the 7th Umbral Calamity, the true nature of the Red Moon, Dalamud, was revealed. That it was an artificial construct of ancient Alag. But what of the Silver Moon? This celestial satellite is yet another technological marvel fashioned and maintained by ancient allies. A ship that will sail the heavens and deliver our people from destruction. And by our people, I speak not only of Sharlayan. We mean to save every man, woman, and child it is within our power to save. Including you, our dear friends of Radzat Han. Recent events necessitate adjustments be made, and quickly, but we can and will escort you safely to the moon.
Long has thy forum been allies to Thavnir. I trust thou dost not extend this offer lightly. Yet I wonder, is this truly the way? Is there a future to be built for us beyond this star our father deemed the last bastion of hope?
That is a good question.
It is for that very reason I come before you and your people. To answer any and all of your questions. To offer my assurances and allay your fears. Though, if you wish the best for your people, I advise you to render your decision swiftly.
Show our friends to Megaduta. They are to be received as honored guests. Worry not. Whatever decision is reached, your paths shall be yours to decide. Until then, heed the warning of these brave heroes. Guard your hearts against fear and despair, for it is within such fertile soil that the seeds of blasphemy find purchase.
This is a wonderful metaphor, by the way. I love that about this.
Remain calm and attend to your daily tasks. I shall return anon.
We'll do as you say, Master Vitra. We believe in you.
Oh, you're still here. What a relief.
Nidana, what's the matter? Has something happened at Palaka's stand?
Oh, no, not that I know of. I just hope to hear your thoughts on a theory of mine. All who undergo the transformation are drained of their ether, yes? What is it then that gives these beasts the strength to carry on as they do?
Something I've been asking myself since we learned about that.
Logically, they must be drawing upon an alternate form of vital energy. That put me in mind of our earlier conversation, when I tried to explain the essence which many confuse with ether.
Akashi, right? Emotions?
Akasha.
Oh,
Yes, I
Akasha.
remember. The unseen gift bestowed from on high. An energy influenced solely by emotion.
Yes, yes. In this instance, negative ones set Akasha into motion, thereby infusing the beasts with vitality. I posit this as the mechanism by which the beasts are born and sustained.
It's like darkness flows things into motion.
Ah,
Similar.
do you still have that flower?
The hell, man?
If we accept that it once shone bright by drawing upon Akasha, influenced by the thoughts of those nearby, then fear, terror, despair, negative emotions so powerful as to suffocate it, permeated the air in this place. You must be very careful. The forces which drive the final days may be beyond our ability to perceive. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you like that. At any rate, I will continue my research into Akasha. Do temper your expectations, however. There are sadly few detailed studies upon which I may draw.
Formulating a new theory as you have is itself no small feat. I wish you well in your endeavors, and pray you take care.
Thank you. You stay safe as well, yes? Till next we meet, and we will meet again.
I lost my flower. I was hoping I was actually going to keep that for a long time. Well, I guess if we go back to Charlian, I can always get a new one, though. Their solution sits ill with me, but if life has taught me anything, it's that there is little to be gained from arguing with Charlians. We must take it upon ourselves to find a better way. Even were Vitra to acquiesce to their proposal, just how do the Charlians intend to transport the nation's entire populace to the moon? Yeah. We have no better, safer course of action to offer them than fleeing to the moon. I know this. And yet, Vitra and his people love their home. There must be something we can do. That soldier of the Radiant there. If I'm not mistaken, he accompanied Ahawan to Vanaspati. Could it be that he knew Vitra's identity all along? Under normal circumstances, the Forum's proposal would be regarded as sheer madness. But when the sky burns, even madness can sound appealing. Ha! Yeah, that brings me back to what I was saying in the cutscene. Doubtless Vitra is loath to abandon his home, and yet absent other options, he cannot dismiss the option out of hand. I'll put this guy first. I have been entrusted with a message meant for you and your companions. When you are done speaking amongst yourselves, I will share it with you. Okay, then I better get what I'm gonna say out now. Yeah, the whole concept of, you know, succumbing to fear and despair and all that, turning you into a monster. I said it was a metaphor in the cutscene, and yeah, it is. We saw a perfect example of that when Black Rose was unleashed in Grahatia's alternate future, where the Crystal X version of himself came from. What happened when resources started becoming scarce because Black Rose killed everything, including the plant life from which the crops grow and everything, like the food, everything started going scarce. It drove people into turning into monsters, killing each other and fighting for what little was left. Society collapsed. In this case, we're turning into literal monsters, but it's the same thing. They succumb to their fear and despair, and they start eating each other alive. And what do these monsters do? They do the same thing. They literally eat people who haven't turned yet alive. That's a good metaphor for that. For what happens when, regardless of what causes it, resource scarcity or not, when people succumb to their fear, despair, or anger, any, you know, group or cluster of negative emotions, you can end up turning into a monster, yeah. And you'll do some you know, horrific and unspeakable things. Like, survival isn't just making sure you find food and all that, but it's also psychological and emotional. Trying to fend off negative emotions from taking over, regardless of where they stem from. And depending on your circumstances, it can be easier some days and not so much others. Depends on what's causing the negative emotions, you know? But yeah, we can unravel and turn into beasts, feral beasts, basically. And indeed, that would bring about the final days. This really isn't that different from Gahatia's future, except we actually turn into monsters. Like, literal monsters. As far as we have come, and after all the horrors we have seen, there is still so much we do not know about the final days. Could it be as Nadana said, that the cause of this phenomenon is beyond our comprehension? And if so, are we powerless to forestall it? At World's End. Oh look, Pirates of the Caribbean 3. Well, this is one hell of a cliffhanger, because I gotta go to bed. It's 20 minutes past 11 now, so... Hate to say it, folks, but this is where we stop. That was the name of the third Pirates movie, wasn't it? At World's End? Pretty sure it was. That one also did become quite apocalyptic. Honestly, where the franchise should have just closed it out cleanly. But, you know. I won't even go into that now, but it's called milking. And not that kind of money. Not that kind of milking. Look at that Freudian slip. I meant the money kind of milking, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, I gotta leave it here. So, too bad there's no in-rooms here. Nowhere we can stay here. That's like Yulmore. It's just a town that you can't, you know, really stay in an inn or whatever. But yeah, that's it for me for now, folks. I'm gonna get some much-needed sleep, and hopefully be able to dwell on and process everything that's happened so far. See how I wake up tomorrow. I don't think I'll wake up with any new revelations like I did today, which was really not a revelation, but rather a speculatory one, I guess you could call it that, about the dark and corrupt crystal we saw at the end of Realm Reborn. Because like I said, it could be that was their original intention to represent Zodiark that way, and then at the end they just scrapped it. Because here's something else about that scene, or rather the one that follows it. It's either right after or right before it. When they tease the coils of Bahamut, you hear Bahamut's roar. They show the room full of Ascians, the red masked ones, the leaders, which are not all unsundered. There was only 3 of them that were unsundered. But they show the room. There's one Ascian who's still unaccounted for, unless he just appears in content that I have yet to do, like Eureka or that's probably it, honestly. Eureka or Bozja. What the hell is his name? Parsman Trot? Or am I getting it confused with somebody else's name? That sounds like that. There's this blonde-haired guy named something like that. Something along those lines. I have to watch the scene again. That scene showed, obviously, La Habrea and Igurim, Nabrialis, and I think a few others, or one or two others at best, and that was it. But he's one of them, and he was nowhere to be seen throughout all of the MSQ we've done, and all the side quests we've done. Like the raids and all that. So I can only assume he either is yet to appear, or he probably appeared in like the Eureka stuff for Stormblood. And since I haven't done any of that, you know. Or Bozja, I haven't done any of that either, so. That's just something else I forgot to mention earlier when I showed that scene of the Dark Crystal. So, who knows. But yeah, so far that's, for me, one Ascian unaccounted for. Don't know if it means anything or if it's just another scrapped idea. I doubt it. They don't really leave loose ends like that. They seem to be tying up everything right now in Endwalker, but yeah, I'll leave it at that. Because I'm getting rambly. So yeah, as always, thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all very much and your support across whichever platform you prefer to watch on. YouTube or Twitch, doesn't make a difference to me. And yeah, thank you for putting up with, and dare I say, maybe some of you enjoying some of my antics, like this shit.
You suck!
And, yeah. As always, please take care of yourselves, look after each other, stay safe out there, and, well, like I said, try not to succumb to those dark thoughts and negative emotions. I know it's hard sometimes. Sometimes it does feel like the world is just collapsing around you and closing in on you, but try to hang in there. Find something to hold on to, and hold on tight. With that said, I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. Alright. Take care, everyone. Somber note, I know. It's the music, the ambience, and everything that's happening in the story. Good night, everyone.